Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Well, if you're a fan of the channel, you know that one of my favorite rifles right now is this Ruger American Ranch, which is chambered in 7.62 by 39. It is an absolutely awesome rifle. I was shooting sub 1-inch groups at 100 yards using a lead sled and the scope that you currently see on the rifle right now. This is just a center point 4x16 by I think 45, maybe 50 millimeter scope up on the top. I love it, but it's a testing scope that I use on other firearms, and also I'm looking for something a little bit less bulky and something maybe that weighs a little bit less. So it's kind of interesting. I just recently received an email from a company called Sonicking. Now Sonicking is on Amazon, and they are known for their scope rings, they're known for their bolt-on Picatinny rail sections, and this is Sonicking's first entry into the optics market. It is a $36.99 3-to-9 power by 40 millimeter scope. And it does come with the rings already mounted onto the scope, so you can just simply bolt it on and start using it. Now, when I'm contacted by these companies, I've had companies that I've had to turn down, and I'm not going to mention any names, but a lot of times these companies want to send me these items, and they say, hey, if you give us a favorable review, we'll let you keep the item. All the Sonicking asked was that I give them a fair review. If there's any problems with the scope, if I have any problems with it, if it breaks or falls apart or doesn't keep zero, you're going to see that in the range video that we'll be making in the near future. Now let's go ahead and just go through the features on this scope. Sometimes you guys want some of the more technical information, those of you that are maybe optical purists, all right, or those that are more important with the details. The model simply called the 3-9, or if you look it up on Amazon.com, just type in Sonicking 3-9. Magnification is 3-to-9 power by 40. Tube diameter is 25.4 millimeters. Your objective lens is 40 millimeters. The exit pupil is 11.2 millimeters to 4.4 millimeters. The exit pupil distance eye relief is 80 millimeters. Your field of view at 100 yards is 44.1 feet. What else do we have here? It's 1/4 inch MOA adjustments. Parallax correction to 100 yards. Now the length of the scope itself is 12.08 inches. The weight is 13.75 ounces. So it's a little bit lighter. I think the scope I have up here weighs a little more than 16 ounces with the mounts on it. It does have a water resistance or a water depth of 4 meters. So you can take it up to 13 feet of water, and it should stay sealed because it is 100% nitrogen filled. Now, just a few more features about it. It does have focused optical parallax adjustment like many other scopes that are out there. It does have multi-layer coated lenses that supposedly, according to the company, feature excellent line transmission and high resolution images, even at a maximum of 9 times zoom, which will be interesting because on a lot of these lower expensive scopes, once you start to get up on the higher end of the zoom range, you really start to get some distortion, some fuzziness. It's a little bit harder to see your target. So we'll see what this thing can really do out to 300 yards. It does have an easy to reset zero function on it also, which is nice. It is designed to fit on any Picatinny rail bracket or section that you want to bolt it onto. And I believe it's a 20 millimeter wide mount if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Also, it does feature proprietary dusk and dawn brightness multi-coated lenses, which is really cool because it says it gives you those important first and last minutes of sunlight for your hunts to give you the best clarity possible. So it's a lot of features for the money. We're going to go ahead and just take it out of the box and see how it looks and just see what we think about it. It says reticle intensified. There were a few people that were upset on Amazon thinking that it had some sort of backlighting on it, but if you look in the specifications, it tells you that it does not take any kind of battery because it's not an illuminated reticle. Construction 6061 T6 aircraft quality aluminum for all the components. Again, like I said before, you've got the optical grade glass, ultra wide field of view, locking tactical turrets, which are always very nice. 4 inches of eye relief, which is great, and big eye box, whatever that means. So sometimes there's some things lost in the translation. Again, it's the Sonicking 3-9 by 40 Picatinny mounted black scope for hunting, and it's $36.99 on Amazon. So we're going to go ahead and just do an unboxing on this. We'll just do some initial impressions on it. We'll go ahead and mount it onto the Ruger American Ranch and see how it looks and make sure it does in fact mount. This is not going to be a range test. Okay, we're just showing you the scope, just give you an idea about it so you can start doing some research. And I'm hoping within about a week of you guys seeing this video that you're going to get to see the range test too. So let's go ahead and go to the unboxing. Now, Sonicking does have some offices located in the USA. I believe they're based out of Kentucky with their home offices, so they did get this sent to me in just a couple days. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get it sent to you fairly quickly too. Okay, just out of the box, no type of bubble wrap around the scope, and that's okay. That's okay. It did come safely packaged in the box from Amazon. Okay, we got the rifle scope operating instructions, which we'll definitely take a look at when it comes time to make the necessary adjustments. Let's see, anything else in here? Sometimes they give you a cleaning cloth. Oh, there's something in here, I think. I don't know what that is. Ah, yeah, it's just a... There we go. Okay, we do have a cleaning cloth for the lenses. That's also included. Always nice to have. Okay, let's go ahead and just take it out of the packaging. Well, it's a little bit smaller than the scope that I'm currently running on the Ruger Ranch. It definitely is lighter. I can feel that in just the weight of it by itself. Let's see, we do have some lens covers, which are nice. I don't think that they're a quick deploy style. I think they just pop right off, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's go ahead and get it out of here. Oh, they do have the bungee cords, which are nice too, so you don't lose them. You can hold on to them. There we go. Okay, we do have the yellow, or I don't know if you want to call it amber, yellow color glass on the front and back, so you could potentially use these if you needed to. Overall, fit and finish appears to be pretty good. It's got a nice coating on all the metal surfaces. I don't see any scratches or anything like that. It's decent. Nice large knobs, which we'll take a look at here in just a second. Looks like a good mount. It's already mounted. I always like to check the torque on these to make sure that they're not going to move when I'm using it. You've got your, let's go ahead and take these off of here. Okay, so it says 3 by 9. 3 to 9 by 40. Okay, and you've got your adjustment knob right here. Okay, not bad. Let's make sure you guys can see this. Okay, just take a look at the sides of it. You know, it's not a huge scope. I'd say it's maybe about 2/3 the size of what I'm running on the Ruger American Ranch right now. And then we got your distances. You can go from infinity all the way back to 15 meters, yards, not sure exactly. It might be yards. So you do have that adjustment on there. I'm a little bit of a scope noob, guys. I got to be honest with you because I tend to get by on relatively inexpensive optics. But this is where you're going to set your estimated distance to give you the best focus possible. Nice and tight. Definitely feels well built. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with what I see so far. And when I take it out, I'll be taking it out in some fairly hot, humid conditions. So we'll see if it has any fogging issues whatsoever. And we'll take a look at the reticle here. We'll see if we can run this through the camera just so we can test it out. But right now, I do like what I see, and we're going to get this mounted here in just a minute. So you guys can see that house across the yard over there, just in front of that white pickup off to the left. And this is just the 3x magnification. Kind of give you a basic idea what we're dealing with here. It is sitting on a wood pile, the scope is, and it is kind of cocked off to the right, so I do apologize for that. But again, fairly clear, bright glass. Reticles are very easy to see. The crosshairs are very easy to see. Apologize for the wind noise, guys. It is a little bit breezy, so let's put it on 9 power and see what happens. And 9 power here basically puts it right on that back window, and that house is approximately, probably about 150 yards away is what we're looking at. So you know, at 300 yards, 12-inch target, you should be okay. You should be able to hit some steel plates. All right, let's go and bring it back for some final thoughts. Okay, real quick, just want to show you what this looks like once you mount it on the Ruger American Ranch. We had no trouble at all, plenty of clearance, probably about a ½ inch of clearance there up on the front tube. Now, this is not a true Picatinny rail mount. It's kind of its own design from Ruger, but it does accept Picatinny or Weaver style mounts, and so it should work fine for you regardless of, well, I mean, you're going to be using these mounts anyway, so you should be okay. But anyway, it is decent, does not interfere with the action at all. Plenty of clearance there also. Don't worry, we are clear. I checked it before we started the video. Otherwise, guys, I think we're good, so let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so for $36, I'm not going to complain. One thing we should probably mention before we go ahead and call it, we take the caps off the top of the windage and elevation knobs. Something I noticed about this is I don't see any kind of rubber seal in the caps or on top of the dial. So you can click it without a tool, which is very nice. You don't have to use a screwdriver or anything like that. It does say 1 click equals 1/2 inch of upward movement at 100 yards. So that's okay adjustment. That's something I think we can work with. Now let's check out your windage. The caps are nice. It would just be nice if we had some rubber seals here to ensure that this thing is going to stay sealed, especially if you're going to take it down to the 4 meters of water for whatever reason, or if you happen to drop it. Or anything like that. And then also 1 click is 1/4 inch at 100 yards for your windage. So there you go. I mean, overall, guys, I'm going to say, a lot of the scopes that I've used before have been sub $100 scopes. Most of the deer that I've harvested before using a scope that was about $125, and that does a really good job. That was one that you see over there on the Ruger American Ranch. And so for $36, you know, I'd say give it a try, especially with returns. If you get a couple weeks before you have to send it back to Amazon if you don't like it, you know, you could always test it out and see what you think. If it doesn't hold zero, it doesn't meet your expectations, you can always send it back. I will talk to Sonicking when this is all said and done, as long as the scope turns out well, and see if I can get some kind of an affiliate discount for you guys through Amazon. Be kind of nice to save a couple bucks on it. But overall, it seems like it might make a nice scope for, say, a 30-30, or again, the 762 by 39, possibly an AK, or even an AR for that matter, depending on how far you're expecting to take it, right? I mean, everybody shoots at different distances, and it's comfortable at different distances too. So, but for 40 bucks, you know, I'd say it's worth giving a try. So there you go. Overall, construction seems to be very well done. I'm impressed with what I see for the money. So guys, that is it. All right, so thanks for joining us for this unboxing. I promise you we'll get it out to the range as soon as we can. I'm excited to try it. In fact, I'm just about to mount it right here on the Ruger, and we'll get it out to the range and give it a test and see how it runs. Guys, if you like what you see, please like or subscribe, and you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I've also got a Saturday morning podcast called Caliber Corner, which is on at 8 a.m. Central Time most Saturdays over on gunchannels.com. Otherwise, guys, I think that's about it. So make sure that you like or subscribe. And as always, guys, we want you to have fun. We want you to be safe. And of course, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.